Coming up next on Mercury Found.
First trip, just coming in, grabbing what I want, looking through stuff, and then mattress back there. We have an old school couch, bookshelf, a little end table. Look at the give you guys the story of the hockey player, the announcer, the coach. He did a lot of things in the sport of hockey, and he wanted some of his stuff back. And unfortunately, he wanted some of the stuff that was the most valuable in the unit. It takes about 10 minutes to do all your paperwork. As I've showed you previously, this is our fresh unit we are working with. So very similar to the pictures. I saw this old vintage jacket in the pictures I pointed out before. Old jean jacket. Everything in here looks pretty vintage. We see the records. Everything looks to be exactly the same as the pictures. Hey guys, don't forget that I'm giving away a free Nintendo Switch 2. All you have to do is drop a comment, like, and subscribe. No purchase necessary and free to enter. This right here, the PowerPC Mac. So it's all pretty promising. What's that?
Oh, Jimmy Buffett fan.
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, wow.
Like all Jimmy Buffett.
Bruce Springsteen. That's a good one. Well, okay, Bruce.
Okay, some top hits in here. Billy Joel. Jackson Brown. All right, good stuff.
That Margaritaville.
I saw these tubes. I was suspecting posters. So let's just see what we got here. They are indeed posters, Michigan State related. And which they are. Michigan State is like on some type of canvas, or it's like a, I have to figure out how to get that tight enough to put that back in there.
You roll it from the inside.
We got a DVD player. Oh, you know, first let's look at these clothes. Alright, so we got a little bag here. Michigan State books. Notebook, maybe it was like a professor or a coach or something. Nothing crazy in there. In this bag we have all hats, hockey, a lot older hats, towels, blankets.
It's ripped. It's dry rotted.
Yeah, it's dry rotted. That's a good sign though. Everything so far has been old. Ice skates. What is this? It's another Mac.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I actually never seen this one in person.
It had a Hello Kitty sticker on it.
Yeah, PowerBook 500 series. Ice skates. Baseball mitts. Baseball mitts are pretty decent sales depending on what they are. All the shoes we find might be no good depending on how long they've been sitting. So we're gonna set this aside. We got paperwork, personal stuff, letters, American flag, book. Alright, placard. Stuff you look through later. A socket, screwdriver, socket. Good stuff. Alright, so that's what we got here. Vintage Levi. Vintage Levi blue jean jacket. Not bad. I don't know what these things go for, how to date them. It's a size extra large. So we gotta check the pockets on this. Super cool. It's right here for now. All these look like they're vintage jackets. Some a little dirty. Well, they're all dirty. College Hockey Showcase Joe Louis Arena. Top Gear. vintage Reebok.
Is Joe Louis already still around?
No, 96.
Oh, okay.
96. So this thing's 29 years old. Almost 30 years old. Are you looking at the screen?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep you out of it.
Kelly Pearls. Olympic Golf Classic. Vintage Reebok. Pretty neat, extra large. For these, I'm not sure really what the price goes at off rip.
25.
This one might be the coolest one. This is the ABC Sports jacket. How cool is that? Vintage ABC Sports. Pretty neat. Alright. KDA TV. I think this guy's somebody important. Another
Maybe he
vintage
was a
jacket.
camera guy.
Could be. This is just like jacket after jacket. Why is this couch so high?
It's on top of something.
Alright, so another vintage jacket made in USA. Binghamton Whalers. Washington Capitals. I think the Washington Capitals.
Is that
That's
hockey?
still a team, yeah. Hockey. Michigan. Looks pretty good. Vintage. Nike vintage. Team Michigan jacket. Nothing on the back. Got the M. That's pretty neat. I feel like the jackets alone probably gave me money back. Beaver Creek. Wow. Hot Chilies. Super cool vintage jacket here. I would have to do research more on what it is. Super cool.
That's a cool one.
Has a little tag on it. Bell Resorts 2001. Beaver Creek. I have to look at see where that's at. Another Letterman jacket here. Sports Fan 7:30 a.m. ESPN. Great condition. D-long tag, extra large. This one has a name embroidered. What I got here?
I think these gloves are signed.
Are they?
Yeah, that's why he has so many and he's a sports guy. I bet you they're signed.
I didn't look at them until this one's not signed by a marker or anything.
Oh.
This looks played.
I think some of them are signed.
Look at this stuff. This might be a childhood box.
Oh,
Backhoe steel Tonka. When they make steel Tonka toys.
put it this way.
Super cool. Yeah, these are like toys of someone born in the 50s. The gloves might be something though. Not sure. Okay, we have clothes. All vintage. Michigan State stuff here. Where my grandma keeps the peanut butter. Michigan State. Hockey. He had to have been a coach by the looks of it. We have some Hebrew books. Holiday Prayer, Holy Day Prayer, Daily Prayer, My Prayer. All right, cool stuff.
And I was just going towards it.
Okay,
Oh, that looks like cashmere.
Versace.
What? That's Versus.
What is versus Versace?
It says Versace?
Yeah, look, Versace.
Oh, I said it looks like cashmere.
Made in Italy. Even has Japanese on the tag. You've never seen that before.
Is it cashmere?
Virgin wool, 100% virgin
Oh.
wool. Wow, Versace, vintage Versace.
Versace. Here's all your t-shirts.
Yeah. T-shirt bro heaven right here. All vintage. Mother Ocean. All vintage tees. Some more of those hockey tees. These yellow, you could kind of get the yellow out. I've done it on some shirts.
That's a cool one.
Jimmy Buffett. That's that guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Day 2001. And more Jimmy Buffett. Musician tees definitely go pretty well. All these are vintage tees. All of them have some sort of graphic on them. I was hoping to find something like this. This is Omega. Let's see. I'm trying to hold the rocket chair here, guys. Sorry. This is one of those Omega Energy. That's a cool one. Vintage. All this stuff will sell. All this stuff will sell. Right here. That's another one. Yep. It looks like another Mac. Green glass pitcher. Alright. Like graduation stuff, maybe. To a friend.
That's a cool
Utility crown box. 1965, it says. Okay. What is this? Okay.
Canadian dollars.
Canadian dollars. Fun fact, they don't have Canadian dollars anymore. Their dollars are coins, and they call them loonies. We have some half dollars in here. Tickets. Tickets are also a big seller if you don't know. Awesome. So we'll put this to the side. So far, so good. Super cool. One thing I figured, like, you've been paying on the unit for so long, you gotta have cool stuff in it. Another Hebrew book. It has some age to it. Definitely. What do they call it? I don't know what they call theirs, about their book.
The Torah.
Wow.
Oh, something like that.
Yeah. I forgot this is called.
A geostone.
Is it?
A geode. Press open, I think. That's silver.
Yeah. It's look like silver. What's that? That's an old ID.
Oh, that was for the thing. For the Friday.
Chest box. Yo, a bunch of old Sports Illustrated magazines. Just a bunch of old magazines in general. Sports Illustrated, Rolling Stone, Jimmy Buffett. 1977. These are dated. All these are from 77. Another one. I have to look at those rocks. Cause it's just like not like quartz, right?
I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna look that up. Do a preliminary search. You can just come on one trip and clean out the unit, but I like to see what I can get myself into, what I'm getting myself into, and I like to see if I can make any of this money back overnight. I'm not in it a lot. In it about $130. Got pictures, like personal stuff, Jimmy Buffett stuff, books, paperwork and stuff. Always check the boxes. You never know. These look like business cards.
Oh.
He was in television and video. But, yep, business cards are still there. And those look like cards. We have another. What is this? It's like another book, like a Torah. Yeah, that's what it's called.
That's pretty.
This is nice, very pretty. Set that to the side. This looks like it's silver. right, set this box to the side.
So, see the countdown.
Okay. This box looks like it hasn't been touched since it's been sealed.
My eyes already burning.
Like something that went in my mouth.
Yeah. Is your thing on tight?
Yeah. All right. Super dusty. We like the dust. All hats, just as the box says. All vintage hats.
I like that corduroy one. The purple. Dope. What does it say on that purple one? Alaska?
Something Alaska. Wow, that's a
Vikings.
super cool hats. Vintage hats go for a lot. Well, they do well. ABC Sports. Views.
This would be a good one, that show.
Yeah. Be a great one, that show. Alright. He has some kids that like Pokemon.
This looks like a single person.
He had a busy life. Suddenly retired. He was an adult in the 70s. Alright. All cassette tapes. And a hockey puck. That's pretty neat. This is from that same team. Made in Canada. Have to look that up. All recordings. Whalers. Look like recordings of the games of the. I have to look up this team. I have to look up the team and see if what if that's a official NHL team like now, because they changed their names. This right here, as I thought, Mac. I sold one of these in worse shape for hundreds of dollars. This one's in great shape. Macintosh Classic. That is definitely coming. Looks like a keyboard to the compact computer. Oh no, it's another Apple keyboard. Keyboard and mouse. Looks like to this. Power PC here. Don't sleep on the vintage Apple computers. Alright. Alright. So we're in this next container here. Have to move that big old TV. You have an iron. That iron looks serious.
You're so funny.
Look at that. You gotta be older than me. Some type of quilt, blankets, pants, more clothes from look like from the 90s. It's 1990. More sweatshirts. Yep, all vintage clothing. So that's gonna be something fun to look through later. More vintage clothing. As I suspected. I suspect a lot of vintage clothing. Single stitched shit on Pitt. Hey.
So it's 6 o'clock and we can't leave you here.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put this stuff back in here.
Okay. Sorry about that, but yeah, they don't let us leave people here.
No
That's okay.
problem.
Okay.
All right.
And we'll see you in the morning then?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you. Bye
All
bye.
right, thank you. All right. Well,
I kind of like this.
Hey, what's up guys? Mercury Found here. So today we're just going to go over together some of the details of what happened with this whole deal. It's my first time it happened actually, where the owner is like, hey, I want my stuff back. But hey, stay tuned and let's take a look. The real action starts on July 15th. He asked me if I find anything else in the unit. And he said, could you send me photos of the green jersey? So there was a hockey jersey that was a vintage hockey jersey from when the guy played.
in the storage unit, and basically he's like, "Oh, I want that back." And I'm like going through the unit. That was one of the few things that I found that was worth money. Like the unit was filled with a lot of vintage clothing, which I sold for I think 120 for the lot. Still had clothes left over. Um, I paid 140 for the unit. I paid a couple $100 for the U-Haul because I'm driving 2 hours to get there, 2 hours back. And there was a bunch of dry rotted furniture, a lot of big heavy stuff, a lot of trash, tons of boxes of heavy Rush books in Russian, and heavy tapes and just like movies and CDs that's all in Russian, basically. All right, so let's just get back to this. All right, so basically, it's one of his jerseys from when he was growing up. Okay, that's about the baseball jersey. I'm going to send him some stuff that I just bought. I was like, hey, yeah, I found some more jackets. I could send photos. And I asked him, who is Ken, basically? He's the guy whose stuff we have. I was like, I have some friends that play hockey at the school he announces for, and reached out to him. He said he had a 15-minute call with him. And then, so basically, the story is he lives out in Colorado now. He didn't feel like paying for it anymore, and he didn't really know what was in the unit, and clearing it out would have been expensive and a hassle. So he told them to do whatever they wanted with it, which they put it up for auction. And so I basically told him he had a million VHS tapes, clothes, and books. That was pretty much it. He had personal belongings like IDs and jobs and stuff. And I set that aside, the personal information stuff. Probably not worth a ton to him anymore. He just wants a little league baseball uniforms, which I sold to Andrew already in that lot, and I found two of his little IDs in there, which are cool, right? And he wants the hockey jerseys. And so I was like, okay, cool. I came across some IDs as well, and I found some religious stuff like a Torah. It's just some. I think I could put up on the screen if I still have the photos, but I'm gonna put up on the screen some of the religious stuff I found. Um, he said he definitely want the IDs, and he'll send them pictures or whatever. And basically what happened, and then I asked him, would you happen to know if he's more interested in the clothes or other stuff? Majority of his unit I had to move into another to save time, because I was limited time on clearing out this unit. I didn't get like a few days like I could in some places. This unit I really had 48 hours, so I ended up getting another unit to process. We're going to switch over to the text thread in on the phone actually. So he's like, hey, he just really wanted the clothes. He's not really interested in the t-shirts, just the jerseys. And I was like, okay, I could take pictures of stuff. I'm trying to be nice. And then I asked him because it was kind of make me nervous. I'm like, well, he wants the most valuable thing in the unit, and I'm still in the red on this unit. So he's like, did he mention if he wanted to buy the stuff or did he just want it back? And Andrew says he didn't. I'm assuming he would give me some money to ship, but I wasn't going to charge for the items. I was like, oh, okay. So I sent him some personal information I set aside. This is actually the religious thing I was talking about. That's the jersey he was talking about. Um, yeah, that's a religious thing. Okay. A lot of his stuff isn't processed yet. He had tons of books, CDs. So I was hoping he wanted that stuff, books, CDs, and recordings. So he had boxes and boxes and boxes of hockey game recordings, which I didn't. I tried selling them. There's a lot of people wasn't really feeling it. He just sent the pictures over, and he would love to get back he said he would love to get that stuff back as well. At this point, it's like he wanted that stuff. He's saying he want that stuff back as well. And I'm like, listen, we're not talking about money, how am I gonna get my money back? Time and effort. I'm driving an hour and a half to 2 hours to get here, and not, as you guys saw in the video, when I got to the storage unit towards the end of the day, it wasn't, yeah, it's like towards the end of the day, the storage employees told me I have to leave because I can't be there after they leave, which is new to me. I know some places may be like that, but I rarely ever come across that. But I respected their decision and respected what they said in the rules of their place. their facility. So I'm like, okay, well, I just got here. I'll, take some stuff with me and leave. So just gas, right? And then I rented a truck up there, and my unit is also up there, so it wasn't that bad in terms of that. But it's like you're cleaning a 10 by 10 out with like a bunch of heavy furniture. I'm doing this solo, honestly. I just like I have to have some type of compensation. Let me know down in the comments down. Let me know down in the comments if how you guys feel about that. If I should have just given him everything he requested, or should I have asked for some type of compensation? Long story short, let's keep going. I'm not sure any of those personal ones will be worth anything. And truth be told, the jerseys with his name, the green one did sell for like $400. It sold within seconds. $400. I threw it up there just to see if it would sell. The white one, which was like a Michigan State hockey jersey, or I forgot what it was, that did sell as well pretty quickly. Um, the personal stuff, like photos and stuff, I didn't mind giving back, which we are supposed to anyway. Um, but it's just the jerseys to me. I felt some type of way because that is the only thing that was valuable inside of the unit. So he wanted the hat. And so he came by again. Andrew stopped by again for another lot of clothing. And he's like, hey, were you able to find the jersey? I was like, no, I'm sorry about that. I'm glad I was able to find the other keepsakes for him. He's okay, let me know. When you find it, I can ship out the stuff plus whatever. And so we finally link up again. He said, as long as the jersey turns up, it's fine. The jersey was a big part of it, and that's when I just break it to him. I'm like, honestly, I have to sell it to make profit. So he said he's out of town for a week. I'm going to ship the package back. Ideally, if you could find it within a week, that'd be great. I was like, hey, hopefully, I have a busy week this weekend next. I've been looking at my P&Ls for that unit. If I do find it, I probably would have to sell it for profit. Please inform him that on my behalf. I saved those ID badges for him and paid a lot of money to move around boxes of Russian CDs, books, and millions of VHS tapes of hockey games, beds, and furniture. I forgot there was beds in there. He's like, okay, I'll forward that. I was like, please do, because basically, I'm like, I can't give you the only item that's gonna make me green. Basically, selling the clothes to Andrew for 120 put me, I forgot, basically I was negative 460, I believe, in total for the unit. It could have been a little bit more than that, because you have to pay to throw stuff away, like the furniture. Like that stuff isn't free, by the way. If anyone does storage units, throwing away mattresses and sofas and all that stuff isn't free at all. So he's basically talking, and then we just start talking about other stuff, basically. Um, but anyway, long story short, guys, um, I did not give the jersey. I ended up selling the jersey on eBay. Like I said, it sold within seconds, honestly. Um, all the hockey stuff, all the professional hockey stuff sold pretty quick. He had a microphone flag from Channel 7 here, ABC 7 here in metropolitan Detroit, which is a popular news station. That sold for like 450 bucks. That sold within the same day. So I did start making profit. And this is afterwards, by the way. So definitely started making profit on some of the stuff, and that was it. Everything else had to been tossed, had to been thrown away. It wouldn't sell at flea markets. There was no market for like Russian dance party CDs and um, recordings of college hockey games. Um, but I did turn over like IDs, religious items, any type of jewelry, anything that's like sentimental. It wasn't the jersey. I did turn that over to Andrew to send to him. I later spoke to Andrew, and he actually was not offering to pay for shipping at the time. Like he's like, hey, he wasn't offering Andrew any type of money. He wasn't offering even money to have the thing shipped to him. So that was like, I'm like, well, that's not fair. You get to save all your money. I spend all mine, and then I send you the stuff that's valuable. That doesn't make sense to me. And the guy never offered even 20 bucks, 50 bucks, anything. He just felt like, hey, it's my stuff, but you lay up for auction. Now your stuff is my stuff. And I hate to be that guy, but all the personal stuff, first IDs, like your wallet. He had a box, I think is in the video, of keepsakes. Um, all that stuff is yours. But it's like the jersey, I'm sorry. If you could at least give me $100 or give me back what I paid for the unit, something like something that would alleviate me wasting my time, paying for the dump, paying to move this stuff, renting a truck, gas, going back and forth from Lansing to metropolitan Detroit, 2 days, 3 days in a row. Those are just things I wanted to be compensated for, or at least something, you know, especially if you wanted me. They're not offered because I was sending out orders all the time. And I said I could send out the personal stuff, honestly, for free because I'm already mailing out so many packages a day. Andrew's like, oh, well, I could do it for him. It was no problem for me to do it either. I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of red flags in our conversations when it comes to like him getting that stuff back. I don't think the guy really wanted to pay any type of money. He just said, hey, give it back. And I think he just eventually just let it go. I don't know if we even sent him the IDs. One day I'll follow up and see if that was ever the case. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I have a lot of cool stuff coming up, a lot of cool videos, working on new units, um, trying to change the channel around, not change the channel around, but I'm like trying to improve as much as possible and learn as much as possible. So I take feedback from you guys very seriously. I want the videos to be watchable, entertaining, and basically, you know, I feel like I just want people to be able to take away something from when they watch my videos. But anyway, um, we're halfway to the Nintendo Switch 2 giveaway. Halfway to the Nintendo Switch 2 giveaway. So please subscribe, like, and comment. If you've already subscribed, just comment and like. That's all I'm asking you to do. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe, comment, and like. Um, I'm adding a second place and third place prize for the Nintendo Switch 2 giveaway. Second place is getting a Nintendo Switch Lite. Third place is getting $100 in your local currency. All of the prizes are open to international. The way I'll do it is you'll just get the amount of money sent to you for in your local currency for wherever country you're in. So if you're Canadian, I'll just send you the money, probably PayPal. We'll figure out the logistics, but most likely PayPal to you, where you can go out and buy your Nintendo Switch 2. And I just ask that you please like send me a picture or some type of video of you receiving it, and shout the channel out or something, so that way people know these giveaways are the real deal. And this is something I want to do not every month, maybe bi-monthly or every milestone, definitely. But I do want to do it often, and I want to elevate the giveaways to the point where we're giving away like people's rent. Like I want to be able to bless people, get to the point where the channel makes money where I could give back and bless people. That's a better way of saying it. Where, hey, let's just say month of June, hey, we have 3 prizes, maybe $1,500, $800, and $400. Something like that, where we could help people out. And just I want to build a community. That's really what I want to do. For people that buy storage units as well, resell, people just like treasure hunting, people just like watching treasure hunting videos. I want to build a sense of community with all backgrounds, with everyone. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you do, any of that stuff. We're just all together, working together, and having fun, learning from each other. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Catch you next time.